My God. Wow, that was actually easy compared to submitting a new app to Apple's App Store. Sons of God, you want to talk about
how do you really feel about that?
Man, I mean, I tell you what, for them to be, we're all about this, that, and the, I understand they're addressing developers, but that doesn't mean it has to be like the user interface has to be as bad as it is, I guess, and that's to me is probably the most frustrating thing about making an app.
Well, I think it's just mostly because they haven't overhauled their developer site and their process for it, but yeah. It is. And they bought TestFlight. I think TestFlight
was it a third party?
Another app or something like that, and they bought it.
Oh, so, wow.
Yeah, it was
which is kind of critical.
Yeah.
I mean, without that,
Oh, speaking of that, I think I just got an email.
Did you? Did you get it from me?
I don't know. I gotta. Hold on, I'm trying to.
I'm excited. Did you get my email? Did you get it? Did you get it? Yeah. Did you get it? Yeah. Maybe. No.
Nope. I don't.
Because, I'm like you. I don't want you. I mean, I want you to try it. Yes, but I don't want you. I don't want you to try it.
Feedback yet.
Yeah, I can't because I need. Here's the problem: if I give you the app now, I can tell you what your feedback would be. I'm like, why is this here? Why did this do this? Why is that? There we go. Okay, so that worked. Okay, so it's there we go. Splash screen has no image. It's fixing things. So then when I'm done with the, should I just share my screen?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, Matt.
You're making something?
I am making something, and I'm printing
to the App Store.
This is my I'm printing another Yoshi. I'm trying to get that done.
Oh, are you printing the Yoshi Mario?
Yeah, the Yoshi. I did another one, but like it didn't turn out. One of it, like part of it, kind of slipped off. So I'm using anytime I use like the for supports, if I use thin supports or whatever, it always doesn't work well. And so I've just learned to use just regular. I'd rather go overboard with supports. Okay, so what I'm using to build my Font Crafter or Inkdrop Font Crafter app is or at agent.expo.dev, and I have like early access for what this is. And so basically, when you import your own font, and this won't work necessarily on I don't think it'll work on the web, but on the phone it works, right? You basically can make your own font on Font Crafter, import the font to get started. Okay, good. It fixed the splash screen, fixed keyboard link regarding keyboard not appearing in TestFlight. You need to rebuild. Yes. Re-trigger a new build. See, this is what I need. This is what I need to do anything. Like, yes, that's what I want. That's what I need. So once you have the app installed, basically what happens is that you can start typing your message like, hey, it's me. And then you can send it as an image to a friend, or you can copy it to the clipboard. And then you're basically sending your handwriting font as graphics. So instead of sending a text, you're texting images in your handwriting. You're writing images, you're sending messages back and forth in your handwriting. That's what makes this cool. You don't have to install, the other person doesn't have, you have to install your font, right?
So,
or you use the deep, because there's you can send handwriting, that's boring. You want to, import your own, make your own font, at fontcrafter.net, and then you're installing it and using it for something. So and then you're sending notes back and forth in your text, in your script.
One thing that you might want to add, and I don't know if you can do this with Expo.
Why do you gotta do this to me, Matt? I just launched a new build.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just saying this could be a future thing, but
I don't want a future thing, Matt.
Okay.
What is it?
iMessage has built-in. I don't know. They're like I don't know if they're called widgets or.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
built in there. You can make games and everything on that and play games with other people, but I was thinking you could possibly put in a widget for the iMessage where you launch it in there and then it copy and paste. You don't have to copy and paste it. It just sends it in there automatically.
So what I'm curious about, number one, what those things are called. Number two, what this app does. It's not just an app. Yes, obviously it's an app. This is where you configure shit. But it is it's a keyboard. Meaning you can pull, you can pull up an emoji keyboard or, whatever keyboard. It's a keyboard, meaning you can use it in iMessage, WhatsApp, Messenger, everywhere. You could use it on Twitter. You could use it on Facebook. You could use it everywhere. The value is that it's not just an iMessage widget. It's a literal keyboard that you type in what you want to type and then send it. So you can be on social media and instead of going to notes and doing a screenshot, you use this. You understand what I'm saying? It's an easier way of getting your handwriting and using your handwriting and sending images.
Yeah.
Or, it doesn't have to be your hand. It's any font, basically, and you're sending the message, right? So, and I built in, so I get what you're saying. I totally understand. And it may be possible to install that little widget for the iMessage users, but I think, now I'll have to ask, what is it? What is it called?
They're called extensions. I think they're called extensions.
What's the viability of adding a iMessage extension for
it's called
this
apps
app?
And stickers. They call it iMessage app and stickers.
App and stickers extension for this app.
Because you could
have the system-wide keyboard, but would it also be easily triggered through this icon? Could it also be triggered dynamically through this icon? I'm just going to ask because it's not going to hurt anything.
Yeah, why not?
No.
I just sent you the official link from the developer site for iMessage.
Oh yeah, it's fine. It probably will know. It's been able to figure out send it as a sticker image directly in the conversation. Because it was a trick to say, okay, I need to have there we go. Very viable, natural fit for ink drop. User taps the ink drop icon, types a message in their handwriting font, sends it as an inline sticker image, no keyboard switching needed. Already have Apple targets. Font's already shared in the group. Adding a target. Extension reads the same font. There we go. Trade-offs. Okay, no big deal. Not SMO. It only works in iMessage.
Well, yeah, but hey, you'll make some people happy because.
Yeah, but what if the user, hang on.
If it's not iMessage, then it would just let other people not.
If the user, what's the fallback when the iMessage user is trying to send to SMS or screen bubble?
I don't think it would it wouldn't appear.
It fall back gracefully and attach the copied image differently so that the other user doesn't miss the message. This is the problem.
Oh, you can do it because
you understand what I'm saying?
So I'm pulling up what is it?
iMessage is rich message format. Don't use MMS messages at all. Instead, render the handwriting as plain image and insert via the messages. There we go. Standard media. No special iMessage app to install. Types our message, tap send. Extension inserts the image. There we go. Native send, image goes through. Yeah, there we go. Okay, great. Perfect. Still works, just an image. Yeah, it's just an image. No font imported yet. Show a prompt over there. Yes.
But if you could do it right inside iMessage or
I'm doing it, Matt.
Yeah.
Matt, shut up. I'm doing it, okay? Did I not say in my rules, I say I'm not looking to add more features, okay? This is a feature I did not want to add. But there's no way I could do it if I couldn't. I was like, dude, there's got to be a fallback. It's just an image. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Originally, what I was thinking is like, oh, what if you could send handwriting font, like your handwriting font back and forth? It'd be neat, but the problem is it would require the other user to have the same app, and there's not enough. I don't have an audience, right? There's nobody that would install. I'm not Mr. Beast, right? So the thing about this is, there we go. Now I have a keyboard font loading pattern. Now Swift font. Okay, so I guess Matt, in the next app build thing. I don't know. The current test flight doesn't have it, and I don't know how to test.
For my benefit, I haven't got the current test flight, so I don't know.
Yeah,
rules.
it's still no build. Wait, it says for you no builds available. The other one's still building, and still waiting for a review. So you're not even gonna. You won't even know. You'll be asleep by the time this goes. So there we go. Font loading, text composition. Here's the reason why I was thinking no, because every one of these things has to be tested. Every one of these things has to be debugged. Every one of these things has to work well. And I can't, the more that I add, the more difficult it gets to ship. And I'm trying to turn this around sooner rather than later. Yeah. So
I totally get that. The nice thing about iOS is that you mostly have one.
I need the instructions for integrating payments seamlessly. You said something about using revenue. What are the steps? What do I need to do? What do you need to make that happen? Okay. Yeah, Twitch, Matheson. This is exact. There's no way in hell I was going to use any other tool to build an app. I'm like, dude, it's got to be. Plus, check this out. They also, I could check it on Android too. So it wouldn't necessarily work as a system keyboard app, but you could still create texts to, you can create notes as a standalone app and then send manually. So but it's not a keyboard. It's not a native keyboard.
Man, you're gonna hate me by the end of this week.
Oh, Matt, shut up.
I'm thinking of so many.
Okay, here's the thing. At a base level, it works. Like I was testing it. I'm like, okay, I was able to do it. I was sending messages to Gretchen, just using, Messenger or whatever, and it worked. So like, it's not complex. It's not a heavy lift. I'm looking primarily for showstoppers. Like, what's the thing that kept you from being able to use it at its core function? That's where I'm like, I don't want to talk about features. I don't want to talk about, oh, could you make it so it's underlined? Oh, can you make it so I don't care. Like, that is not right now the scope of what this is. And at a bare level, the fact that I was able to get it to work is like, I feel it's like 90% there. So like, you got to understand, I'm QA from hell myself. So there's very little that you might be able to see that I would not have picked up on natively on my own. Like, I'm really like, I look at like just the details, like sweating. Why did this not work? Why is this? Why is that? Why can't we do this? This feature needs to be added. People are going to remember this. Once this is done, this has to happen. Like, I think of everything to streamline everything. Like, even down to like, like it's a free app. You can use one font at a time. You can, whatever font you want to load. It doesn't have to be your handwriting font. It's just like, whatever font you load, it doesn't matter. But you can only do one at a time for free. Copy, send as an image. You can change the ink color. You can change the background. But if you want to set a custom background, or you want to send you're like, I love pink. Pink is my color. Well, it's just $2.99 one time for an upgrade. No annoyances, no ads, no tracking, no anything like that. It's just straightforward. A one-time purchase, install multiple fonts, remove the watermark from sent images, and then unlock custom ink colors and backgrounds. So it's like, there's a watermark that comes up. So like when you send the text, it says, made by, ink drop from fontcrafter.net. So that way so it's like, oh God, that sucks. I don't want to do that. And yeah, you can take that image that's created and edit it out. It's just a pain in the ass. So yes, you could get rid of the annoyance. It doesn't get in the way for spending $3 to unlock it permanently. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm making it like simple for free, and it works, and it's basic, but it works all the way to, what the whole kit and caboodle. And I'm like, it's like, is it going to make Buku bucks? I have no idea. I have no idea. Although it's been doing this to me too. It's been doing a lot of like something went wrong. Like the timeout for the network. I've got to get the revenue cat stuff set up too so that I can start taking. I mean, not like I'm going to be making mad money. Who knows? Well, like all it takes, Matt, all it takes is one TikToker to get a hold of this thing. Dude, you're going to love this. You can send messages in your own handwriting. You got to download this. It's free. And you just blah, 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 and then boom.
Or what's the size of the images that download?
It's a ping.
What's that?
It all processes on your device. I don't process anything.
What's the size of the image though?
A PNG? Let me check. It's a bit. It's here's one. I mean, I'll say this. This is the one I sent earlier to Gretchen. Like it's a decent size. Oh yeah. 90K. 90K. That's 90K. And remember, it's just black and white. It's monochromatic.
Yeah.
There's two colors. It's not fancy. And then see, made with ink drop from fontcrafter.net. So like that comes in. And if you wanted to, you could go in, you can crop it out. Are people going to do that? Maybe. But like, what's the point if it's just as easy to like, you know. Yeah, Metro's still starting up. It's done this to me before.
That's really cool.
Yeah, but it does it all, right? It does it all. There's the launch, the builds, your code, so you can see your code. You can download your code, which is great. And so you've got that as your repository. So if I go over here and then do a screenshot, I can go into chat and drag and drop a chat network issue again. And they actually get back to me like they have in the past, like got back to me in real time. Let me put it this way. With my experience, it's a pain in the ass. This is still a pain in the ass, but I can't see any other way to ever build a mobile app. Like this is just there we go. Found the issue, the frameworks field, and the messages can be. So see how it fixed itself?
Yeah. And you said you have early access to it?
Yes.
Not out yet?
No.
Nice.
But it's worth. I mean, it's worth trying. I'll say that. For me, it's like there's no way in hell I would ever be able.
And what do they use for their AI? What model are they using? Claude or Open?
That I'm not sure. I can't imagine. I mean, maybe they're using like what is it? Chemo? What's the one that's the open one?
Mm.
But anyway, so this is that's what I've been. This is what I've been using. The error, but it doesn't recognize messages type. Weird. Oh, it's iMessage, not messages. But see, it's figuring it out. Oh, it's using Claude Opus 4.6. That makes sense because it's smart. Like I usually will know. There we go. There's the web preview again. Launches on the right page. iMessage extension built and ready. Here's what was created. Empty state with open ink drop button if no font is imported yet. Perfect. Crap. Yes. Oh, it's waiting for the keyboard build. Where's the... How do I... Oops.
Well, because you're on an Android device, it looks like.
What, me?
Well, no, maybe that's no.
Yeah. Kick it off now. Because it's going to take freaking forever for it to process and upload anyway. Because it's still waiting for review, Matt. The first build, the crappy build.
Yeah. So it's going to
there we go.
that build, and then it'll go to the next build too.
Yeah. So you're going to get like in the morning, you're going to have 1.0, Matt. Oh, wait, 1.01. Oh, wait, 1.02. Oh, the previous build is still in flight. Okay, so there we go. So I'll have to re-trigger it after the new one.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anybody, I mean, I know, Matt, you and Matheson are the only people that are listening. Pixel 2. There we go. Yeah. So there we go. Revenue cat is the right call. Receipt validation, entitlements, cross-platform purchases. Yes. So you don't have to run a server. That's what I don't want. Create an app purchase. What I will build. This is great.
Oh, they shut down Sora today?
Yep.
Oh.
It says, wait. Requires a native build, not Expo Go. So this will need a dev client or test flight build to test.
Yeah, so I think you're going to have to test it. I think you're going to have to test it with
Xcode.
Xcode, because you're going to have to be able to get into iMessage on the iPhone. Right. In order to do the keyboard, or in order to do the
right now, no, I can do that. I think I can do that, but it's the React Native purchases that I'm trying to integrate. So, like, how am I going to?
I got it.
Like, I need to make this easy for me, right? So, like, Revenue Cat, free tier covers up to 2.5 a month revenue. I'm like, if I could make $2,000 a month, I'm happy to pay for this. But it's giving me like all the directions. Like, here's what I need to do. Blah 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 blah. So then. So that's the next thing I need to do. As I'm testing, I need to put that on my... I don't know where I see my... what's being built though, Matt. Otherwise, I'd show you. Like, where's... Let me see if I can find it. Expo.dev?
So if you hit that launch button there, does that launch it in...
Oh, here.
Xcode?
Oh, wait, I think it finished. But how do I... The new build should have finished, but where is it? Oh, run Expo Doctor. There's a warning. Upload application archive. But it's there. Unless that's the old one. Builds. 20 minutes ago. Get ref production. Okay, so I don't see it. Submit to an app store? Yes, submit. Okay, it says it's done, but I don't see it. Do I need to push it? Oh. There's 1.0, and then parentheses 1, 2. It looks ready, but I don't see it in test flight. It's weird. EAS facility submitted. You need to push it to Apple. Okay. So how do I
think you have to go into App Store Connect.
Yeah. Okay, so then yeah, I'm in App Store Connect for sure.
And then there should be a way to push it to test flight.
Yeah. App Store Connect, your app information. Okay. So let's see here. All right, I'm going to try to. Here, let me take this down for a second. I think it's. See, I'm trying to get it to do it in an automated way. So he'll add it and then rerun the submit. Submit latest iOS build to test flight. So again, I just plug it in and then it goes. Because I was trying to think of like other cool ways to use your handwriting font. So did you see all the apps I launched? Did you see I did 8 different apps?
I did see a couple of them, yeah.
They're stupid they're not, amazing things, but for using your handwriting font, they make sense.
Yeah. So one of the things, and you could probably do this as a web app, you don't need to do it as that, but I've been creating a lot of playlists because I'm trying to get rid of SiriusXM. And so one of the things that I've been trying to do is create artwork for my playlist. Right. And I have a tape deck, or a cassette tape. And I want to write on the cassette tape what the playlist is.
So you're looking for a label? I'm
looking for an image that I can attach to a playlist that I can write in my own handwriting, basically 90s cartoons or whatever, or 90s old school hits.
Hang on. This basically, it's not, maybe this is not perfect, but the problem is I only have, if you have the size, Matt,
yeah, but can you put an image behind that? Can you put a cassette tape?
Yeah, what's if you have the Avery number, I could either iterate if the Avery number's not in there, and then you can go in and you could add your handwriting font to here, and then it becomes your handwriting font.
Yeah. But I need just one. But you can create just one label, right?
Well, yeah, but yes. Or what you can do is you can have different text per label. So you can say,
let me see if I have. Hold on. Let me show
word, you. Hungry now. Homer Simpson. WTF beer. No, not beer. So what you can do is you can change the labels, what the Avery labels are. If you have an idea of what Avery labels are or to use, Avery's going to be the best way to standardize on it, Matt, because then you could use this to build the template to then put on that sheet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So this is what I built in another app, but see, it kind of says it's an old cassette tape with the text on it that it printed. But if I could do that in my own handwriting, that would be, or do a CD player or a CD and write it with it.
You should be able to. Oh, hang on. It says it's complete, Matt.
The app?
Yeah, but you're in the group. External testers. Inkdrop testers.
Let me refresh.
Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on. Wait. Loading. Get this up. There we go. Matt Evans, Inkdrop testers, built iOS version 1.0, complete. Oh, I got to add you, Team Expo Inkdrop testers. Okay. Give me a second. First, need feedback. Okay, submit for review. You can't. Oh, crap. You can't submit a build for testing if another build is already in review. Wait until your other build has been reviewed and resubmit the build. So wait, hang on. How can I cancel?
I don't think you can cancel it. I think you have to wait for it.
No, but it says it's not. Waiting for review. Crap.
If it's waiting for a review, I don't think you can cancel it.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
And I just did. Yep.
Okay.
Ha! Raise submit. Go. Need feedback. Ha ha! Waiting for review. Okay. Now this is the it's got the keyboard that should work. It's got the this that should work. It's got the that should work. So now I don't know if I go back. It should. Oh, it says update. There we go. Let's see if it should change the icon. That's how you know. Yeah, okay, there's the new icon. The old icon's cached. Open. There we go. From the developer. What to test? Need feedback. Okay, share feedback. Great. Awesome. It worked. Okay, great. Install InkDrop keyboard. Open settings, general keyboard. Tap keyboards. Okay, open settings. InkDrop handwriting keyboard. It's taking me to the settings keyboard. Hang on. See if I can find where to do it. Keyboard. Keyboards general. Keyboards. Add new keyboard. InkDrop should be in here. GHI. Where's InkDrop? I don't see it anywhere. It's taking me to the settings for it, but not.
Did you go to settings, keyboard, or whatever?
Yeah.
And it doesn't show up in there?
No. Okay. Settings, general keyboard.
Did you click add new keyboard?
I did. Do you see it? I don't.
No, because I don't have it, but it should show up under third-party keyboards.
When I go to install the keyboard, it gives me an info dialog, but then pushes me to the apps settings in settings, not settings general keyboard. Moreover, I do not see InkDrop in the list to choose from. Okay, so open settings. Oh, there we go. Now I see it. Okay. Okay. It has a keyboard descriptor. And you're using the wrong title for this app. It says InkDrop handwriting keyboard. And where's the InkDrop handwriting keyboard? It should be iOS for iOS. Okay, so this is a bug. When I see the option for keyboards under the InkDrop settings panel, in settings, in iOS settings. Oh wait, you're not seeing this. Sorry. There. Keyboard descriptor. I see option for. Wait, hang on. Do I have to rename this? I do. I bet I do. Rename. Ooh, wait, no, hang on. InkDrop your handwriting font. Wait a minute. There go. Should be ink drop for the keyboard name. Not a generic keyboard. I should get a screenshot. Okay, so I don't use iOS all that much. But now I mean, don't get me wrong. I wish I could use the iPhone like normal people use iPhones. I really do.
It's difficult sometimes.
Dude, I started
so writing a blog about my wish list for WWDC, and I'm pretty sure that I'm never going to be invited to Apple Park ever again.
Oh, I guarantee I'm never going to ever be invited, dude. That ship sailed years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I press and hold this keyboard ink drop. Okay, so save the file, save. I'm getting screen grabs here so that I can ink drop. Keyboard layout is very, very bad. Oh my god. Ink drop? This is unintelligible. The keyboard
Yeah, everything does have problems. I can't stand it either. It is much funner to the vibe code if you can't do something with what you currently are using. Well, so much for a 3D printing stream tonight. Oh, Chris just dropped. Whoa. I don't know where Chris went. He just dropped completely. I wonder if he lost power. It was kind of windy out here earlier. See if I got a text message from him. Yeah. I've taken a... It was windy around here earlier. I don't know if he lost internet or if he lost... yeah, because he is off of Maker Deck now, too. So I wonder if he lost power. Well, while Chris is gone, I printed this. Chris printed it last week, but it's just like a fidget toy or whatever. Chris and I have been on the stream. We were off air for a little while, but I've just been playing with this all night. But it's a Stormtrooper. Turn around. There we go. It's a Stormtrooper head that's a fidget toy, and I've just been sitting here playing with it all night. So. It's a print and place model. So I just actually printed it on the bed, and yeah. So, and then pretty much I think there was a few supports on there, and I just took off the supports, but yeah. And then it just kind of, yeah. The only thing I wish it wasn't so loud, but I'm going to drive my coworkers crazy when I'm sitting there waiting for something to finish. Chris printed it last week, and then I'm also printing a Darth Vader version right now, so we'll see. I wonder if he knows he dropped. He must know. Yeah, it is super cool. I like it. I have a couple other fidget toys that work, but I have a Pokeball that has a mechanical key clicker in it, which is kind of fun to play around with. So, I'm in the stream, just not in the stream. Uh-oh. Let's see. Are you in the stream pics? Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can add you. I got to get into my MacBook, though. Hold on. Oh, there you are. Chris just messaged me on Discord. Let me see what he said. Oh, he's having network problems. Yeah. Internet down.
Yeah.
Okay. It's funny. I've been having internet issues the last few weeks, and we didn't stream because of it. And now Chris is having some issues. So
yeah.
It's,
just issues all around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up getting the Stream Deck Plus XL monstrosity. It's yeah, it's huge.
Oh, you got the new Stream Deck?
Yeah.
Because I have the older single one over here.
Yeah.
Not the XL though.
Right,
so
right.
You have the bigger one, even bigger than the XL.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I've got all of them. I've got one of each.
I was gonna get the XL, but it wasn't in stock, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Chris may be done.
Yeah. I kind of figured maybe.
Yeah, he sent me a screenshot of his network, and it says internet down.
Right. So explain to me how his app actually works, though, because I was kind of fuzzy on it. I didn't really get a lot of time with it.
I haven't tried it, so I don't know. I don't want to do it. But essentially what it does is it you can use your own handwriting, create a message, it saves it as an image or a PNG file, and then you can share that, in WhatsApp, iMessage, Facebook Messenger, any of the messaging apps, and it's basically in your own handwriting. And then while we were on there, he didn't want any new features, but I told him, hey, why don't you create create a key. He's got the keyboard in there, but why don't you create an iMessage one where you can just click iMessage, write what you want it to say, and then it automatically, there's no copying and pasting images or anything like that. You don't have to save it to your photos or anything. It would just automatically go into the message stream. So, and I think that's what he was working on right before we lost him. He was trying to get that submitted.
So what you're saying is when you're typing out the message, it'll just appear as the characters.
Yeah. Do you have an iPhone? You don't have an iPhone, right?
I don't have an iPhone. No.
Yeah. So iMessages has apps that are built into iMessage, and basically one of the examples is they have built-in GIF messages, so you can basically click on images and then you can search for a GIF, and then it sends it in line with what's in the iMessage stream.
Right. Google has something very similar.
Yeah, so probably very similar to that, but that's basically what I told him that he should implement, because then you're not saving images to your folder or to your photo gallery or anything like that. It's directly going into the message. He did create, I think, a copy and paste. I haven't tested the app, but I think he did say that you can just copy it from the app and then go right into messages or WhatsApp and just hit paste, and it pastes it, so it doesn't technically
Apple
save up any.
Lock down something
What's
like that? Do they not lock down something like that?
No, you can copy and paste from apps.
No. I meant converting what you're, if I'm understanding correctly, converting what you're typing to a new font.
Well, you're not making a new font. You're just making an image.
Right. Well, I figured that was what he originally did, and then you'd send it. But I thought what you were saying is you would convert it to a actual font that you're then using.
No, it's not an actual font, but Apple does support third-party fonts now.
It does.
I believe they do. I haven't tried it, but I think they do have third-party fonts in there. But yeah, it's not necessarily a font that you're installing on your device or anything like that, because then also the other person would have to have the same font in order for it to show up the same on theirs. But
sure, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
So it's mostly just like a PNG file editor where it creates the PNG files, is what I believe. I haven't tested it. I haven't got the test build yet. So,
right.
He did submit a test flight, and he put me in the test flight group, but I haven't got the test flight yet, which usually takes about a couple hours before the automated thing goes through and runs through and makes sure you're not doing anything you're not supposed to. But I don't think it's a human review. I think it's mostly just manual. So
right. So I don't know if you saw my message earlier or not, but I was saying that at least in my use case, I would use it for doing an animated text of sorts. So like I know some sites that are font editors, they have a thing where it'll like write out the font, it'll write out, slowly reveal, like in a if you were writing it out yourself, it would like slowly appear as it's writing.
Yeah, it's like handwriting. Animations.
Anything like that. But that's what I would personally use it for. I could do that in other ways if I wanted to go and use his software to do that. So he wouldn't have to build it in, but I'm saying you could do like a simple animation. That may be something that's worth looking into for the wow factor, type of thing.
I think he said in the beginning of the thing he's not looking for feature requests.
Sure. Yeah,
but
of course.
I don't disagree with you. I think that would be a good idea, and maybe doing it as type of a GIF type file,
Yeah, exactly.
And do the animation with the GIF as you're writing things out. I think that would be cool too. To do as well. So I definitely think that's worth mentioning, and it probably wouldn't be difficult to do, but yeah. So, and then he was using Expo Agent, I think, or Agent Expo, which I think is new. I used Expo a few years ago using a React app, and I think that's what he said it was using, is a React. So
sure.
It's not built natively with Xcode or anything like that, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I built some apps with React, and they come out just perfect. I mean, in some cases. So it basically
I haven't touched anything besides the LLMs that were specific for the big companies.
Yeah, and I've been using Claude Code. I know Chris is a little scared to install it on his machine. He's a more web app person, but I've been using Claude Code on my Mac Mini for quite a while. I have my main computer, Mac Pro or MacBook Pro, and then I have a Mac, so I have three computers. I have a MacBook Pro, I have a Mac Mini, and I have a MacBook Air, and I've been just running Claude directly on my Mac Mini, which doesn't have anything else really on it and doesn't have a lot of sensitive information on it. So,
Right.
but I mean, Claude does all the work for me. Like literally, it has access,
Sure.
and I only limit it to certain folders that it has access to for the project folders. And it goes in, it edits everything, and
I guess what my problem is with that is just thinking of use cases for it. Like, maybe my imagination is limited in that capacity.
yeah. I mean, to be honest, I can sit there and let it work. I can give it a list of commands and I can walk away, and 10 minutes later, it's basically built out everything that I want to do.
Sure.
So
and now you're just talking about like apps you want to make, or are you talking about
Yeah,
more of
yeah.
like
So I made Matt's. So I made mattmakes3d.com, which is basically a print log of everything I did, and I kind of worked with Claude on basically developing that. And essentially, what it is a 3D print log of everything that I print, but it built all the code for it. I used Astro as the framework for it, which is a JavaScript framework. It runs on Vercel. It uploads to GitHub, and then every time Vercel monitors GitHub, every time there's a new update to GitHub, it automatically rebuilds my site in like 30 seconds.
right.
And then, Claude and I kind of went through like, how do I streamline this update? How do I make this faster and everything else? And like, ideally, I'd like to take a picture and have it uploaded to the website, within 2 minutes and not have to do anything extra. So essentially what I have it is using a Notion as the database, and Notion has a connection to Astro and Vercel. And so Vercel monitors the Notion. So when anything changes in the Notion, I use Make, which is it's a monitoring service. So it kind of helps monitor Notion and Vercel. And then basically anytime a change is made in the database, every 15 minutes, Make will then push an update to Vercel, and then Vercel will rebuild the website.
Now I've used Make before, but what is the difference between Make and something like Zapier?
I don't think there's much of a difference in there. They're both automated things. They're both there to kind of build tasks. Make was just easy. I think it had a direct, and not to say that any other sites don't. Claude just told me about Make. It was a free option, and it made more sense to do it. So, and I think Make has more stuff as well in there, more connections to bigger things.
Really? Because I had heard that Zapier had been around for quite a while.
It has. No, it has. I use Zapier. So I used to use Zapier with my to-do list. So we had a postal box, and every time that I had a email from the UPS store, it would automatically update my to-do list to basically say I need to go pick up this package, and then it would also put it on my calendar that I have to pick up a package too. So it's really cool. NHN is a super cool self-hosted. No, I've not heard of it. Is that just what it's called? NHN or N8N? Oh, yeah, no, I haven't heard of this. I'll have to look at it though.
Yeah, and my other comment, I don't know if y'all saw, but I was saying that OpenAI, their staff ended up leaving, and they're the ones who made Anthropic,
Oh yeah,
which is Claude.
yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I just find kind of funny because now they're in direct competition.
Well,
And,
and I canceled
mean-
my sorry, I drew a blank.
OpenAI, yeah.
OpenAI. Yeah, I canceled my OpenAI subscription because I
I
found
while
myself
ago,
using
yeah.
Claude.
I think everyone in the world is right
Yeah.
now, because they're the best model as far as I know of at the moment.
One of the things that really drew me to it is a calendar. So I have ADHD. One of the
Mhm.
things is having my calendar up to date with everything on it so that I don't miss
Right,
anything.
right.
But I can just drop in a chat. I can just drop in I have a doctor's appointment, or I can take a screenshot of the appointment and it'll put it on my calendar. It has a list of, like, we've gone through what I want appointments to be named. I want
Mhm.
the address in there. I want to arrive 10 minutes before the appointment. So always putting it 10 minutes before.
Sure.
That way, and then also how long is it going to take me to get there? So I use another app called Fantastical on the iPhone. And basically that I want it to set reminders for me to tell me when I need to leave.
Yeah. So
and
it'll
Claude-
automatically calculate
Yeah.
how long it takes you to get there based on the
So-
maps, and then
Yeah, exactly. So Claude just basically will put it on my calendar. It has limited access to my Google Calendar. And basically it'll put everything on my calendar for me, and I don't have to go in there and add calendar events anymore. It's honestly, it's everything that Apple should have done a long time ago with,
sure.
kind of with their when they launched their Apple Intelligence, and they said it was going to have
Well,
on-screen
yeah,
awareness and
Intelligence,
everything. This has kind of taken my place of it. So, so it's been really good. But
Yeah. I mean, the most automation I have right now is really just asking Google to turn on my damn lights.
yeah, I can do that with Siri, but
I'm sure. Yeah.
it's definitely, I don't know. We'll see what the new Siri looks like for sure, because
One of the automations I did a long time ago, back in my old house, we would go and hang Christmas lights every year, and every year it would just be a pain in the ass trying to go around plugging all that shit in every night. Because I'd go into the garage, and our garage had like a billion things in it that I'd be tripping over and having to climb over to go and get to the damn plug and shit. So I automated all that shit many years ago. So I don't have to do any of that, and I don't have to like go outside in the cold and shit and plug in, all sorts of different things out in the shed, and it's just big ass mess.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't think Chris is coming back. This has been a very interesting night. We were gonna talk about what we made this week, and kind of.
Yeah, I jumped in at maybe 15 minutes before. So
yeah. Well, we also started an hour late because Chris was trying to submit that to the App Store, and the process is it's never easy to submit an app to the App Store. So a lot of things you got to do
on it.
Yeah, definitely. You need some Apple Intelligence there. So so I think we can just call it here.
All right.
So thanks for jumping in, though. I appreciate it.
Of course. Yeah.
Cool. Have a good night, everybody. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oops.